Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Walski Landscaping. I'm Maya. Well, if you remember last week, we ended up planting our vegetable seeds, and I'll give everybody an update as to how those are going. And I will show everybody this week what we're going to be starting yet again. We got another group of seeds we're going to be starting, and something different we're trying this year, which to me, it was something I've never tried, but I thought, what the heck, I'd give it a try and see if it grows. So I'll show everybody what we got there too. So let's jump into this week's video. So as you know, last week I ended up planting my broccoli, cauliflower, onions, tomatoes, and romas. As you can see here, I've got the packagings on the lids here, so I know like what each row is and all that, because I got a couple extra rows of each one. So I'm just kind of, put them out there and see what happens. But to kind of give everybody an update here, we'll start off with our broccoli. Now, I know I said I was going to try to get one per thing, one per cell, two per cell, but the seeds were, real tiny. I couldn't even grab them with like a little pair of tweezers, to put one in on each one. So I just planted them, put it over a heat mat, and they're starting to come up. And like I said, as they grow, I'm just going to thin them out, keep them under the grow light, keep them outside, in and out and all that, so they get, a chance to grow and be healthy and all that. But I'll show everybody. This right here is the start of our broccoli ones. And see ones like this already that are kind of like real tall. I'm going to take them ones out because I already know those are going to grow, kind of So I'm going to let them, thin them out and get rid of those taller ones. That was our broccoli. This is our cauliflower. As you can see, they're starting to come up. They're starting to break through. Our onions are just barely coming up. Those I'm not going to really separate. Those I'm going to just let grow how they are. And then once the weather gets warm enough to plant outside, I'm going to take the little pea pod and I'm just going to break it apart. And I'm going to put them in rows into a barrel. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a barrel cut, like on a stand sideways like this, and I'm going to cut it open like this, so then I can plant them the long way inside the barrel and let them grow. And I'm going to do my onions, I'm going to do carrots like that, and I'm just trying to think maybe my onions, my carrots, and maybe some leeks or something. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure, 100% sure. But I know I'm going to have some different ones, different things. And then, some of them aren't really coming up yet, like the other tomato ones and all that. But let's see. This is the this is the third one from the end. Third one from the end again is the broccoli. And like I said, out of the 72 cell, I had one extra row for broccoli, one extra row for cauliflower, and one extra row for the Roma tomatoes. So I'm gonna put that back on the under the heat mat there, let them stay warm, and within the next week I'm gonna start getting them, or not next week, but within the couple days here I'm gonna start putting it on the south side of the windows so they can get sunlight and start to grow and everything and all that, or not start to grow, but start to grow healthier and everything, and get stronger. And then once the weather starts getting above probably about 40 degrees or so, I'll just take them outside for the day, let them get some air, let them get some sunlight, and then at night I'll bring them back in so they don't get frostbite, or they don't get wrecked or whatever. But that's our garden one so far. And like I say, we're gonna probably buy some plants too this year, but we got a lot more, and I'll explain that in future videos. We kind of organized all of our buckets, figured out what we were going to be planting this year, and we're gonna have a lot this year that we're gonna be doing in the garden. So I'm really looking forward to it, and like I say, I'm looking forward to sharing what happens and how things go and everything, with everybody out there. So like I say, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, because we're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna see what we can grow and what we can do. But anyways, so the different one now this year I decided, I saw this kit, and I'll just try to hide the name because I just don't want to get in trouble, but they got a kit like this, and it was a pink mushroom one, as they called it. And what you had to do is you had to take this bag out of the box, and you had to cut an X in it. You had to soak it overnight, scratch up the top layer here, soak it overnight, and then every day you keep it watered. And this one too I have by the window right now, so it's kind of getting sunlight, and it's, kind of gets growing and all this and everything. But as of right now, I really don't see nothing yet kind of like breaking through. Hopefully within the next week or so it'll start to break through. And then once it breaks through, instead of laying it on the side like this, we'll be able to stand it straight up like this and let the mushrooms grow. And then as they start to grow, I'm going to show everybody, like on my other channel, like what we're going to do with all of this stuff. Some of this stuff we're going to probably can and have, for winter use. Others of it we'll probably dehydrate it, grind it up, like the mushrooms here. I'm thinking of like dehydrating them and then using them, grounding them up into a powder, and then using the powder for like flavoring, within sauces, things like that. So that, be another one. And I'll explain the other channel down the road here as we get going, as we get, started with this and everything. But now we're moving on to our flowers. Now again, this time around, we ended up getting a, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. We got a 36 tray here, and we already soaked them in hot water and let them come up to the 2-inch, what they should be or whatever. And we've got a couple different seeds here. I got 3 packs here, and I'm going to just hide the name as best I can just so I don't get in trouble here. But I'm going to show you what we're going to plant this year, and hopefully they take off and we can use a lot of these, in our baskets and, things like that. But we'll see how they go. But we have the first one here is our annual. These are all annuals, by the way. But the first one that we have here is the California poppy. And I kind of like the yellow, in this one and everything. It says we have to start it in, indoors like now, so they have a chance to, grow and be ready for the spring or summertime, summer season. So we got that one. Our next one we have is marigolds. And marigolds, I like to use these as a like a deterrent for rabbits and all that. Like some of the buckets that we plant are like lower to the ground and everything. So I like to maybe put like a marigold in there with whatever I'm growing. The smell, they claim the smell is supposed to keep them out. But, I mean, to me it works. I mean, maybe somebody else would say, nah, marigolds don't keep them out. But thought I'd give that a try, marigold seeds like that. And then our last one that we're going to be planting in the cells here is our pansies. Now, you may have seen the videos before. I normally do like some garden baskets, kind of hanging baskets for residential homes and things like that. And if you haven't seen any of that, you'll be seeing a lot more of that, coming up as the time comes. Normally, I do buy the pansies. I buy like pansies and whatever. But I figured this year, maybe I'll try and just grow them myself and see how they turn out. And I can use them, within the thing. But the nice thing is that if they do grow like they're supposed to and really like fill out, I could almost put like the California poppy and the pansies all together, or I could put, marigold ones or whatever. But like I say, we're going to see how they turn out. And since we have 36 cells, we're going to do 12 of the marigold, 12 of the poppy, and 12 of the pansy. We're going to see what happens there. And then, like I say, as far as landscape work this week, we didn't have too much going on this week. Weather's been kind of stalled out here. It hasn't snowed. It hasn't done much lately. And like I say, we're supposed to get some snow, chance of snow Monday and all that and everything, but nothing, too much right now that we can do out there. We are starting to plan for our spring cleanups. We are starting to plan for tree trimmings, bush trimmings, all that kind of stuff. And we're also talking right now with some people about doing some hardscape work, which will be like a lot of like tree planting, bush planting, flowers, things like that this year. So we're talking with them right now, trying to set things up, and trying to get an idea as to like what the customer wants and what they think we should see. They're asking us like what we would put in, but we're also talking with them and seeing like what they would like to see and everything on the property and all that. So that is going to be coming up through the spring here and then summer. So look for those videos coming up. And other than that, yeah, it's, like I say, that's about all we've been up to this week. Just planting our seeds and, working on some business stuff. So, all right, everyone. Well, take care. And again, we put a new video out every Friday night. Like I say, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you could, give it a thumbs up, because it helps to get it out there to more people that maybe, are interested in, gardening and landscaping and things like that. So, all right, everyone. Again, I'm Maya. Take care, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.